myself. What do I?
Here, close the door.
Start now. Wait, no. Today I am going to tell you about my topic, habitat destruction. First I am going to tell you what is habitat. Habitat is an environment that is home to the species. And what is habitat destruction? Habitat destruction, when the habitat is destroyed and cannot help the species. That is called habitat destruction. What causes habitat destruction? There are different types of causes of habitat destruction, like urban development, road buildings, and pollution, fire suppression, forest fire, and recreation. I'm going to tell you about one of them, urban development. As more people move to the cities, the urban sprawls replace the natural habitat that remain fragmented and depleted. Now I'm going to tell you what is habitat fragmentation. When a habitat is divided into some parts, like there was a big habitat and it is divided like half is habitat and half is road. That's called habitat fragmentation. Thank you.
And hello, I have chosen the global warming for my exhibition. Do you know what this global warming means? It is the earth become hotter and hotter. So the Arctic Ocean is melting. CO2 attack the earth. CO2 means dirty air. But the tree can eat CO2. However, the people cut the trees and build it. So I want to stop them.
Hello, my name is Maya. I'm doing my exhibition about aliens. The thought of us humans not being the only walking and talking creatures in this entire universe interests me. I have many questions about aliens, like what do they look like? Are they allies or enemies? What planets show evidence of alien life? I want to become an expert about aliens, and I will try my best to find answers.
Hello everyone, my topic is electric cars.
I'll be focusing on how they work and electric cars in Singapore. In Singapore, a company called HTT has introduced the first electric taxis in Singapore. There are about 100 of them in Singapore at the moment. In Singapore, there are 600,000 gasoline cars and only 129 electric cars. I've contacted 14 experts to see their opinion. So far, only one person has replied me, but I believe that more people will start replying me soon. Recently, I have researched a lot about how electric cars work and paraphrased it as a 2-minute long video. I started planning how my exhibition will look like and using creative elements. I'm planning to create an installation and a video about electric cars in Singapore.
Go.
My exhibition is about mass extinction, and mass extinction is like a lot of animal extinct in like very few years, and there was a 5 big extinction. And it was like super volcano and ice age, and the 6th mass extinction is happening, and that is because of human, and that's because of habitat destruction, and humans like cutting the trees, and humans are like breaking the place where like, animal live. Then animal lose the place where they live, and then they extinct. All the other 5 extinction was caused by the nature, but the 6th mass extinction is caused by humans, so that's the difference.
I'm up. Thomas, the last time.
Workers at the e-waste fields are prone to getting horrid illnesses and injuries, such as severe physical injuries, malaria, and chest and respiratory tract. That's just to name a few. Today I'll be talking about the health conditions on e-waste sites. As you already know, e-waste workers sort out all the discarded technology, and they were almost always exposed to toxic materials and the smoke that comes from people melting metals. This causes harmful illnesses. Normally, people use the traditional medicine, which costs less than $1. Sometimes people go to the drugstore to buy medicine, but normally the prices are expensive. They also get cuts from smashing e-waste with a hammer. Normally they ignore the cuts, but most of the time the cuts become infected over time. E-waste workers should have more protection, such as gloves, shoes, and masks. E-waste workers have horrid work conditions and are prone to illnesses. That is why e-waste is destroying our earth. Thank you.
My exhibition is about visual pollution. Do you know what visual pollution is? Visual pollution is not like other types of pollution. It is more about what you think about something. Like some people look at an old billboard and they say it looks very bad. They are depressed to look at it. That's visual pollution. I have learned that visual pollution doesn't always have to be about the Earth's issue of polluted waters and polluted airs. It can also be about how you see or hear things. Like visual pollution, it doesn't always have to be about trash lying in the floor. It can be just an organized room or dirty plates, in some people's opinions. Visual pollution has 2 main causes: less tourists and stress and depression. It causes less tourists because people don't want to see ugly things in their vacations. They'd rather see nature. It can cause stress because when people look at visual pollution, they don't like to see it and it's ugly. If we don't stop visual pollution, it can cause stress and people can probably get sick, and some people, like some cities, care about their monthly profit, so they want more tourists.
For exhibition, I've been working on transgenics. I've researched about it, and I have found out that transgenics animals can create amazing things but have harmful side effects on animals. The rights of humans and their responsibilities are key to transgenics. They need to be careful of what they do because it can affect the animals' lives. The rights of people are very important because testing animals for cancer and different types of genetic engineering is risking them and is very dangerous. I've also found out that there are goats and different animals and plants that create unique things like spider silk and helps vitamin A that is a sickness that spreads around in Africa. There are plants that are resistant to herbicides. There are vaccine-producing bananas, blue roses that are mixed with pansies and rose. But there is lots of different other challenges too, like wildlife. It can also lead to extinction. When a transgenic animal goes into the wild, it can lead to wild population to decrease. It is very dangerous. Thank you.
Hello everyone. Today I'm going to be talking about 3 animals and how they are endangered. Number 1, the hawksbill turtle has been declined by 80% over the last century because of human threats. Number 2, the Steller sea lion. Ever since the 1960s, its pollution has been declined by more than 60% due to both natural and human threats. Number 3, the hammerhead shark is endangered because of people cutting off its fin and throwing it back in the water to die.
My exhibition is about robotics and how robotics can help us and stop people from doing dangerous jobs. For example, like car productions, underwater explorations, space explorations, and many more. I believe that people can't do these things because they don't have the abilities like robots.
Okay. Dreams are very interesting because there are so many things we don't know about them. We don't know why we have dreams, we don't know how dreams are made, and we don't know what dreams are. But we know how big the earth is, how stars are made, and how to genetically modify food. If you think about it, dreams are very, very interesting. Dreams are very different to real life. Some dreams don't make sense, and some are like real life. I have learned so many facts about dreams. I know which stage of sleep dreams occur, how many dreams we have each night, and many more. I hope to be an expert on dreams. I want to help with the study of dreams to help answer the many questions about them. I hope that one day we will have the answer to all of the questions about dreams. Thank you for listening.
Hello everybody, my name is Billy and today I'm going to tell you everything about hacking and cyber warfare. I chose hacking because I think if it doesn't stop, it can really make a big impact on the world. And I want to tell you a bit about white hat hackers and black hat hackers. So a white hat hacker is a good hacker, like hacks for good reasons, and then a black
hacker, he or she hacks for bad reasons, like they want money and power. And thank you.
Go.
Genetically modified organisms, another way of saying it is GMO. They take the food from one food and transfer it to another, so they can't. It can survive different types of weather and ants. GMO was introduced in the market in 1995 to 1995. The USA had performed risks to environmental health and environmental effects. GMO plants are insect repellent and virus resistant.
Okay, I